like the atmosphere, the people. I mean, it's like family there. It's like my home away from home. On a daily basis, we do like 40 to 50,000 pounds of linen a day. Knowing, when sick people come in, they got stuff clean to lay on, and oh yeah, it makes me feel real proud. I mean, that's.
There's sacrifices. I mean, you miss holidays, you miss games, you miss things like that. The best part is when I'm in a delivery and a baby is born, and you're caring for that newborn baby, and that miracle never gets old, ever. I've seen thousands of deliveries and been in thousands of deliveries, but that moment never gets old. And seeing that baby born to those parents for the very first time, it's rewarding.
I went to nursing school at St. John's College. My father was an ER room physician, and I spent actually a lot of overnights in the call room with him in the emergency room. And I really grew up thinking that I never wanted anything to do with healthcare because that's what my dad did, and I wanted to stay as far away from that as I could. But then, so I went to school and I studied finance and received a bachelor's in finance. So I think really my senior year of undergraduate studies is when I decided that I really should focus on what I feel is most important in life. What really matters is somebody's health, spirituality, how they feel at the end of the day. And I felt like I could make more of a difference in healthcare going forward than I ever could in the finance community.
I was going to Lincoln Land College and just needed a part-time job, so I started as a registrar in the Women Children's Center. But I didn't really think it was going to be a career. It's definitely turned into one. I'm the first person these people see. I'm the first impression, and I can make a difference. I can set the tone for their whole visit. And when you feel that way, it's easy to want to work here and to stay.
Patients in the hospital are often scared, or they're frustrated, or they're hurting, or it's a combination of all the above. The nurses, the techs, the staff here have an opportunity to help a patient through a difficult process. And it's an honor to be involved in that process for them. It's the people that really have a deep sense of empathy and compassion, deep inside them. That's why I consider myself lucky, to come to work every day and surround myself with people like them. So.
Our nurses step up to the plate when they need this, when we need extra help, and so does the clerical staff and the therapist. Everybody's just one unit of a family. I think we have the best of the best in home health.
I work on the website. I maintain stjohns.org and the intranet. I started in 1991. We had a magazine called Healing Today that went out monthly at the time, and worked on Careline at the time too. So it was nice. It was all paper. Nothing was digital then. For us, it's the documentation and sharing the story. Things we do for our patients and their families stays with them for a lifetime. They never forget. And I'm glad to be able to share that.
Well, when I first came to St. John's, I remember being on call one night, and it was one of my first nights on call, and hearing one of the nurses whisper to a patient, "You've got a really good doctor. He's going to take good care of you." And just thinking, how special is that? That nurse really didn't know me yet, but she was willing to manage me up. And I think that's what we do at St. John's. We lift each other up. When I first met the cath lab, I knew that was the cath lab I wanted to work in for the rest of my career, because they said, we stay until the work is done. And so St. John's is a place that will assure that everybody who needs care gets care. It's the people that make the difference. It's the people that honor the mission.
Yeah, I had a heart attack. My second year, I had the heart attack. The nurses showed me good care. All my colleagues came up to visit me, even though when I was out, but when I woke up, they had their name on the board, what time they came, and it was pretty cool. All the bosses came, they sat there in hours till I woke up. I didn't, they just sat there and watched TV, put their name up there and let me know they was there for me. We just family, just as long as the good Lord let me up, I'm set. I mean, that's what I like.